can control your narrative. Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about what people are calling the downfall of WesWatson by his actions and by the way he looks. But at the end of this video, there's going to be a message from Angie to WesWatson. And look at WesWatson's actions. You look at a person's actions, not their words, not what they're saying. So let's get this video started.
He said some things out of pocket to my daughter and he wanted to make up for it. But he didn't want me to go online and telling everyone because I have videos of the way that he was speaking to my 11-year-old daughters. I don't respect a man who will ever try to break a bond between a mother and a child. There's like the attraction or the admiration goes like that.
You know what's going on with Peggy Watson? That strung out piece of shit? His whole life is crumbling down harder than what we know he's got going on in his pants. The last time we saw him in that shit show fight with Angie, right? Where he showed the world how much he must love getting pegged with that bitch-like behavior.
I'm in a different city, bitch. What's up now? We're at the house, and I'm wanting my dick sucked, and I can't get my fucking dick sucked. I'm pissed. Well, then get the fuck out of here and be by yourself. I'll fucking kill everybody. Leave me the fuck alone, you know? Like, if I'm gonna fight a chick, I might as well just throw...
Typical WesWatson is treating Angie's daughter good because he doesn't want Angie to expose him of who he really is. And he still seems whiny in this video with Jack Doherty. And that's just who that he is. This is the real WesWatson, not the one he tries to pretend to be, the tough guy, the guy who's all disciplined. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps with the channel. Subscribe, leave a comment. Do you think WesWatson is slowly backsliding from what he says he is, which is a somewhat personal development guru? But you can leave your answers in the comments. And now let's go on with the video.
Remember how Wes always preaches to everybody, you don't drink, you don't do drugs, you don't party, you don't go to strip clubs, right? Those are his vices. He says you never fall back in your old ways. Well, he's fallen back in his old ways, and he's all strung out. And let me tell you, he's putting on a show for everybody. Wait until I show you this shit.
These guys are always so, like, hyper fixated on the fact that everything's wrong in this guy's life, everything's wrong in his life. Dude, even if shit went bad in a motherfucker's life, I would never have to be you.
Everybody says that WesWatson looks disheveled and that he looks strung out on maybe drugs, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what causes this for him because he was always about somewhat being disciplined. I mean, not by his actions, of course, but in the way he speaks. But this does not look like the WesWatson videos we're accustomed to seeing. I always never want anyone to have a downfall because I had one years ago and it took me about 2 years to get back on track. But hopefully he turns his life around. That's one thing. I mean, I know a lot of people would not like me to say that, but I never want to go for someone's downfall. But I hope he turns his life around and does not act like a hypocrite and say that keep preaching the disciplined lifestyle when he's not living it himself. He should be a leader and lead from the front, but if he's not living that lifestyle, he should be up front and say it to his followers that pay him thousands, maybe tens of thousands of dollars to get his coaching or whatever coaching he does.
He's lucky he didn't catch a beatdown to him like that 7-foot black guy. What the fuck is he gonna do now? Wes is his whole life. So then, you know, when Wes saw all these messages in her phone, you know what he did? He flipped his shit out, like we know he does, right? And he threw her outside in the back patio with their kids and locked her up, and she even posted it on her Instagram.
Kids are the #1 priority. I don't care about material things. I care about nurturing and taking care of my kids. And if somebody gets in the way of that, they gotta go. I don't need somebody to come step in and do what Wes has done, because even though they're nice things that were done, there's also things, you're right, there are things that have been done where are not forgivable. They're just not okay. You could work with someone, but if they're not willing to put kids first, then if you can't come correct in all ways, you gotta go.
Wes Watson's friend, who looks like he's on meth, starts to message Angie behind his back and his other friend, or his other ex-girlfriend, Gabby. And I don't mind Wes being mad at his friend or former friend for that, because you should never do that. Never message a guy's girlfriend behind your friend's back, or hooking up with someone that he's hooked up with. But I don't mind that. I stopped hanging out with guys like that. I kicked out of guys out of, like, my friends out of my life for doing stuff like that. But we should never just blame our girlfriend, wife, whatever, if someone else is messaging him, especially if Angie's up front and shows him the messages. I don't know if that's the case here, but who knows? But Wes Watson is known to fly off the handles at every little thing. Every little thing bugs him. So who knows? Maybe she got caught writing to this guy. Who knows? But we got to go with what we have so far. So now let's continue with the video.
And now there's substances involved. And I first started noticing, on his stories on Instagram, he starts slurring his words like an asshole. And we all know when you see somebody fucked up, they're fucked up. And he couldn't even speak straight. And he started saying all this stupid shit in his car.
This guy behind us thought that we were really going to back into him. Like as if someone pulls in front of your shit bucket and they're in a Phantom and they're going to back into the front of you. You honk it, oh, don't back into me. Dude, you're in a shit bucket. We're in a man-street Phantom, you fucking moron, okay? Oh my God. I tell Alfonso all the time, shoot him, just shoot him. Just communicate, shoot him. And he's like, I can't shoot them for that. What do you think about that? Well, you guys, I'm going to tag Alfonso, but ladies and everybody, if you're a baller, you might be able to afford him. He's the best in the world. But ladies, don't harass him.
Then after that...
Now there's substances, which is usually a bad sign, but now Wes Watson talking weird and usual. But what we can learn from this is sometimes we gotta deal with things, maybe be upfront, tell somebody that we care about. Don't try to lie and say you're not messed up. Who knows what Wes Watson's dealing with? Maybe he's dealing with the lawsuit at the time. Maybe he's dealing with his divorce. Maybe he's losing half his stuff on that. Who knows? Maybe it's the lawsuit against the 7-foot monster, as people are dubbing him. Maybe it's the breakup with him and Angie. Who knows? But maybe his business is going down. That's what people are thinking, but who knows? No one can live in this man's shoes unless you're him. But the sad part is he'll deny that all these allegations, but he has to be upfront with himself, upfront with the people that are around him. Maybe if he has real friends, he can be upfront with them and tell them what's going on. And that's what we can learn. We got to tell people that we can trust and that we know what's going on in our lives, so we don't have that downfall. Don't try to hide it, because we're just going to be lying to ourselves, and that's what we should not do. If we lie to ourselves, we're just going to keep spiraling down. So that's what I learned in my downfall, and it took me 2 years to come back. But that's something I've learned from experience, that we should not hide things. Tell your pastor, tell a friend, tell someone. Maybe you can go to counseling, but just be upfront And that's something we can learn from this video. I don't want anyone's downfall. I don't want WesWatson's downfall. I'd rather him be up and good and making goofy videos so where I can react to them, but not this WesWatson. I don't want that downfall. But everybody, only you can control your narrative. Keep on doing your best. And check out JohnBravoFilms channel. I reacted to his video today, and he lets me react to his videos on his channel. So everybody, stay awesome, and see you in the next video. And stay tuned for the very end of this video of the clip I have for you guys.
But look at his face. Look deep in those eyes. You know, a face of a person where they're fucked up like an asshole. And that's what he's doing over here. He even got that Joe Son, Fu Manchu asshole. Looks like he's a party guy too. Cause he's taking him everywhere to the clubs, right? And he's even gotten him doing those things with his hands too. And then he takes the Fu Manchu and his other crew, right, to the strip club.
Long story short, I guess Wes went to like a strip club or something, and they're like, "Are you okay?" Of course I'm okay. There's two types of people. When your back's against the wall, are you gonna go to vices, or are you gonna put the work in and do what you gotta do?